All right, well, the weekend is almost here, so how about some local craft beer?
Yeah,
sounds good.
Maybe some farm-to-table eats, maybe something decadent and chocolate. Chef Matt Dube from Haus is here. We really wish that everyone had smell-o-vision because Melissa and I are dying with the chocolate wafting to the studio for the last half hour.
Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. I'm so happy you're making something, and it's also gluten-free.
It is, yep. So this is our chocolate decadence, and it is flourless. There's 6 ingredients in it. It's really easy to make. It's pretty much butter, water, sugar, a little bit of coffee liqueur, chocolate, and that's pretty much it.
So you could impress your guests and make this at home.
Absolutely.
Like anyone can do this?
It takes, the longest part is the baking, which takes 45 minutes. Other than
All right,
that,
then you can
it
go
takes
do other
5
stuff.
minutes to put
Right.
together.
Like, this is a recipe to keep in your back pocket because you really could impress people. All right,
Absolutely.
let's see.
So this makes 2 9-inch springform pans, which I have one of them right here.
Well, what do you have in here already?
So there is a pound of butter, 2 cups of water, 2 pounds of chocolate, a little bit of the cold brew liquor. And if you don't want to use liquor in it, you can actually use regular espresso or coffee, or you can actually leave that out. That's just kind of like an added bonus.
Okay.
The hardest part for this is actually tempering the eggs.
Okay.
So if I added the eggs right to this, you would have scrambled eggs and chocolate.
But so you just, what did you do? You just lightly...
Just put it on simmer and let it go. And usually water and chocolate don't mix, but because we added the butter in there, it kind of helps combine everything together so the chocolate won't
simmer
seize.
and keep
just
stirring.
let it, that's it.
How long did that part take you?
It took about 5-10 minutes.
Oh, that's fine.
So I started it a little bit before, just this way we were ready.
What kind of chocolate?
I use dark chocolate. You can use milk chocolate if you prefer that. The chocolate really doesn't matter, but I am kind of a lover of dark chocolate. So.
Me too. So yeah, sometimes when you when you put eggs into something hot, they get like scrambly and it doesn't work,
Yep.
right?
So what you're gonna do is we'll just take a couple spoonfuls of this.
Okay.
And we're gonna add it into here.
All right, so this is 12 eggs? Is this 12 eggs?
That is 12 eggs, yep.
12
so
eggs. All right.
if you wanna give a little stir.
While you're doing it?
Yep.
Okay.
So what this is doing is slowly bringing the eggs up to temperature. And then now you would be able to add that into here.
And you won't get all that curdling.
Correct.
What,
Yep.
If you did get the curdling, would the whole recipe be a
You'd
flop?
be done. It would be in the
just
trash.
add
You would
that.
have scrambled eggs and chocolate, which might be a new thing. Who knows? So it could be onto something.
I'm looking at your chocolate. It's all wafers. Is that
Yeah.
something we can get easily? Or?
You can, absolutely. So I prefer that instead. Some people buy the big block and chop it up. I was kind of lazy and just wanted to use the chips. So it was a little bit easier.
So this is
And then
done.
And then you're going to pour that right into here.
Just all of it?
All of it in.
Okay. And do the eggs make it like fluffy or?
So this is actually going to help it rise.
Okay.
So this is all set now. The heat is actually off. And then you would pour it into this pan, sprayed, and it would go in the oven for about 45 minutes. If you're using a convection oven, you want the fan to be on low.
And what temperature?
It would be 350. And what will happen is it'll rise up a little bit. And then when you take it out of the oven, you let it sit at room temperature for an hour, and it'll kind of drop back down, and then you can put it in the fridge.
Okay, so we've got the finished product
Yes,
over there.
and if you eat it hot, it actually tastes like a souffle.
Yeah, that's like...
And then if you eat it cold, you can see it kind of solidified and turned almost like fudge-like.
Wow,
my
okay.
So there's a couple pieces, I'm sure.
Oh, let me just grab those. Okay.
So in the meantime, while we get ready to eat it, talk a little bit more about what so local craft beer is really big.
So at both of our locations in Plainville and Southington, we have a lot of craft beer. Even some of our liqueurs, like Litchfield Distillery is one of our biggest ones. We have a lot of their bourbons and vodkas and gins. We really try to support local. It's just been a really huge success for us. I put a couple of the beers up there for some of the local breweries that we work with.
Oh, look, there's good food,
what is
too.
that? Do you have brunch?
So that is the Porky Mac and Cheese, which is one of our biggest sellers. It is
yum.
definitely rib sticking. Our menu is pretty diverse. We have everything from burgers all the way down to entrees. There is gluten-free section. We have some vegetarian and vegan options. So.
Nice. All right. Oh, Kara already started.
Yeah.
I'm on bite 3 and I'm done talking. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, I really want to take this recipe and keep it as my own because I feel like I could do this, and it's
super easy.
It's a wow dessert.
It's great to do with kids
delicious.
too. It's just very easy to do.
It like melts in your mouth. It's so good.
Could you imagine if it was still warm though? You're right. It would be like 2 versions: the souffle version and the.
With the souffle, when it's hot, it would still be a little bit higher, and it'll be kind of fluffy and souffle-like. So
You could put ice cream on it or whipped cream?
you can, yep. We actually do offer an ice cream. We have a local dairy farm that we work with that makes ice cream using some of the beers that we have. So like right now we have a German chocolate stout ice cream that we usually serve this with.
Okay.
It didn't travel well,
Sounds
so I did not bring
amazing.
it, sorry.
I have no discipline. We need to take that away. But by the way, you can actually book your special events. You've got a banquet room, you've got all that. So if you're having a special party or you just want to go have this special cake, Hop House has 2 locations, the Plantsville section of Southington and Plainville. You can also check them out online. Just go to hophousecraftbeer.com. Follow them on social media at hop_house, but it's Haus. So just there you go. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
you.
This was delicious.
It's been a pleasure being here. Thanks.